All my life, my friends have told me I give great advice. Well, no, they haven't. But that hasn't stopped me. I write an advice column called Hola Papi. It's sort of like a Mexican Dear Abby for LGBTQ Latinx people all over the world. People just like the ones whose letters we're going to answer today. Well, actually, I'm going to answer them. You're going to sit there and watch. Vamos. Hola Papi. I went on a pretty comically bad date. Yeah, I screwed it up somehow. I'm a Latino guy who was on a date with another Latino. I asked him where he was from. He told me Florida, but then I very stupidly asked what kind of Latino he was. He took offense, I apologized, and he didn't hang up on me or anything, but the weird feeling kind of lingered. Papi, what did I do wrong? And can I make amends? Signed, Hispanic. Wow, the gay Latinos are going on dates again. Nature is healing! I can understand why this guy took offense Hispanic. It's a loaded question for many Latinxes, especially those of us from immigrant communities that have historically been othered. When people ask, where are you from? There's often that addendum, even if it's unspoken. No, but where are you from? You just said that part out loud, I think. It really reminds me that there are so many experiences housed under the umbrella of Latino. There are Spanish speakers, non-Spanish speakers, Afro-Latinos, mixed-race Latinos, vaguely brown boys who live in Brooklyn and are a little too online, etc. The thing is, Hispanic, is that you can be Latino and still do harm or insult other Latinos because we don't all come from one experience. Doesn't give you license to be a pendejo, you know? I think you could casually apologize and say something like, hey, I'm sorry if that question made you uncomfortable, and then leave the proverbial pelota in his court. Also, I can't believe Florida wasn't enough for you. Florida is essentially Latin America, is it not? But I digress. Hola, papi. I'm only half Mexican. My Spanish also kind of sucks. How do I become a more authentic Latino? Do I need to, move to Guadalajara or something? Maybe I could just learn how to make enchiladas. You see what I'm going for here, right? Signed, Latinx, except not really. Hey, which half? Left, right, top, bottom? Es broma. No, but really, people aren't fractions. I once felt a lot like you, being mixed myself. I even started working at a tortilla factory just to prove to myself I could be Mexican enough. All I learned how to say was, I thought you said beef in Spanish, which to be fair is not nothing. I think we as Mexican Americans should stop worrying so much about being authentic. I mean, I'm a Mexican and I'm a homosexual Brooklynite who bought a rhubarb scone from the farmer's market this morning and has panic attacks about accidentally drowning my euphorbia plant. If I can do it, so can you. So try not to sweat it. And remember, pensé que habías dicho carne de res. Hola, papi. I've yet to come out to my very traditional Latino family. My abuelos are the stereotypical Puerto Rican older couple, very Catholic, very about me getting married to a man and having nietos. At least they're Walter Mercado stands? The thing is, papi, I'm an out and proud lesbian Latina in my real life, but real life is on hold for now. I'm stuck in this house with my family, living a lie. I'm not so much asking if I should come out to my family as much as I'm asking, am I a hypocrite? Signed, La Mentirosa. Hola, Mentirosa. I'm glad you're not asking me how to come out to your abuelos whom I've never met. That would be hard, and I'm lazy. Sounds like you're feeling uncomfortable about having to navigate multiple identities. Being queer, being Latina, and being, well, a member of a family. Most people have to put on different faces for different situations. But it tends to feel a little bit more weighted when we're talking about an identity you had to fight for, one that you felt you had to keep secret for a good chunk of your life. It's especially difficult, I imagine, if you find yourself stuck at home with your traditional family while your life out with your friends feels like it's been taken away. I understand completely why you might feel like you're losing the real you. But this is a unique, trying time we're in, Mentirosa. Everything is rearranging, everything is falling apart and being built anew. So my advice to you for now is to just let this be abnormal. Let this time be strange. You're not a hypocrite for feeling like you have to act differently around your family. You're just pushing through a situation, like so many of us are. So take off this extra pressure you're putting on. Lean on your friends, and remember that our queer and Latino histories are full of struggles with assimilating, finding ourselves, and overcoming adversity. You're doing this on your own time. There's nothing more honest than that. Con mucho amor, Papi.